What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie 988, coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. I asked you guys to do me a favor and ask me some questions via Twitter. I just used the hashtag AskBoogie, and I'm just going to answer some of those questions now. I haven't done one of these Q&A in a while, so let's get started. Boogie, how did you get so popular on YouTube? Luck, a lot of luck. I mean, I've worked at it now for 8 years, and I've created over 1,000 videos, and I've tried all kinds of different stuff. But really, it comes down to getting lucky with my videos getting featured, getting them shared. Ray William Johnson featuring one of my original videos, getting shoutouts by big YouTubers, getting featured by media, creating videos that very luckily went viral. Is this a good time to start playing Magic the Gathering, or should I wait till the next set? I'd say the best time to come in, if you're going to try to come in sometime this year, is with the new core set this summer. Boogie, what was the very first game that made you fall in love with gaming? It was actually the very first game that I ever saw, which was Pac-Man, and I had never seen a video game before in my life, and I saw that one, and I watched the little Pac-Man, little yellow guy run around the maze and chase ghosts and eat dots, and I thought to myself, this is what I want to do. I want to play this game until I'm dead. A lot of people tell you that video games influence you, but I don't think that's true. Because if video games influenced you, then, I mean, I would probably be fat and round and eat all the time and chased by ghosts of my past, and holy shit, I'm Pac-Man! Boogie, do you feel large game companies have the consumers in mind? I think they do, but kind of the same way the milking industry has cows in mind. Like, of course, they want to create a product that you and I are going to enjoy, and they're going to enjoy making, but they also are in the mind to maximize profit. And because they're doing that, they're always willing to do some shady shit to get there. And that's why I think it's important to have consumer advocates like Angry Joe and Jim Sterling and Total Biscuit and maybe even me to be there for when they screw up. Because when they try to dick us over, we're going to make sure they get caught and they pay for it. What was the best piece of advice you've ever been given? When I was a teenager, someone told me to fake it until I make it. That even though I was kind of sad, and even though I was kind of depressed, and even though I was kind of cynical, and I was a kind of shitty person, that I should fake being happy, that I should fake enjoying things, that I should fake being a better, stronger, more healthy person. And the reason they gave me that advice was not because they wanted me to suppress my feelings, but because they said that sometimes when you faked it and you did those adventurous, exciting things that everybody else was doing anyway, sometimes you'd find out, even though you were faking being happy, sometimes you'd truly be. And on any given day, you never know whether or not I'm actually depressed because I'm always faking it. And the best part is, some days I make it. Boogie, which AAA title do you consider the biggest waste of your money? Sim City. Fuck that game. Seriously, it didn't work at the beginning, and by the time it finally did work, we found out it was half-coded, that it was half the game that we expected to be. It was nothing like the original franchise, and it was a reboot of the franchise, and it sucked. Boogie, what's your favorite game of all time? The original EverQuest is easily my favorite game of all time. I played it more than anything. It changed my life. It made me expect the best from gaming. It taught me how to socialize. It taught me everything. It was the best experience of my life. Also, the game was pretty good. What's your favorite game of the last generation? Borderlands 2. I just love the art style. I love the gameplay. I love the storytelling. I love the expansions. I love the DLC. I love the guns. I love shooting stuff. I love exploring the world. I love the characters. I love everything about that. Borderlands 2. What does it feel like to have 1 million people watch your content every day? It's better than sex. At least the way I do it. Have you ever felt like quitting YouTube because of the nasty things people say to you? No, in fact, the nasty things people say to me make me want to do YouTube even more, because that means I don't have to go back to fucking their moms for a living. Do you and the wife plan to have any baby boogies? I don't plan currently right now to have any babies, and I don't think she does either, unless they legalize it and I could have one for lunch. And then I would like it sauteed on one of those king rolls. That's good. That's good eating. What was your dream as a little kid? I wanted to try all kinds of stuff like be an astronaut and stuff like that, but eventually I wanted to be a comedian and or an actor, and now I do this for a living. Yay! Close enough. Eh. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I think a lot of people there are going to expect me to say to lose weight, and that's definitely one of the things I'd like to change, but I really rather just know what it's like to not be batshit fucking crazy for a while. Like, that sounds really, really nice. If you had a chance to do any other kind of work, what would it be? I think that I would like to be able to design games, whether it be board games or video games or something like that. I love gaming, I love game theory, I love game design. It's something I'd really, really like to get into. What kind of player do you classify yourself to be? And he's listed some here, MOBAs, MMOs, FPSs, etc. I like to say that I have gamer ADD in that I like to play pretty much a little bit of everything, but I don't specialize in any one thing. So it doesn't really matter. If it's a game, I want to experience it. And there's some games that I don't really get into, like the seasonal shooters or the seasonal sports games, but pretty much everything else I'm willing to play. When did you decide that entertaining people is what you wanted to do in life? Was it a plan or did it just come to you? When I was a kid, my mom was always kind of sad, and I was always kind of sad. My family was always kind of sad. The people around me were never very happy. At some point, I found out that I could make people laugh, whether it was telling a joke, telling a story, or being entertaining, just being entertaining. And when other people were happy, I found that that actually made me happy. So from a very young age, I knew that that would be something I'd be interested in. I took some acting classes. I took some comedian classes. I watched comedians on evening at the Improv every night. I memorized jokes. I read books about what made things funny. I read books about how to entertain, how to be an entertaining person. And I guess maybe I kind of am. It was a lifelong dream, and I guess I've always wanted to do this. The real fortune is that I've got an opportunity to do that. I got an opportunity to entertain and interact with you, and it's a dream. It's a dream come true. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this time's Ask Boogie. It's the first time we've done one of these ever. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter information's here. You can use the hashtag AskBoogie, and maybe we'll answer your questions in an upcoming episode. If you like this kind of thing, leave them in the comment box below whether or not you'd like me to do more. Maybe you want me to use hashtag AskFrancis next time. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll do it, whatever you want. And thanks again, as always, for watching. One more piece of exciting news. We now have a Spreadshirt shop that has shirts all the way going up to 5X. We also have a European shop and a UK shop, and it's all available for you. All of the classic shirt designs and patterns that we had previously are there, and all kinds of new stuff. And of course, there's mugs and iPhone cases and things along that lines. So for those of you who have asked me for Boogie to 98 merchandise in the past, good news, it's now available. And if you're not into that kind of thing, that's okay too. As always, just thanks for watching.